session is about self-realization and self-mastery. Self-realization and self-mastery are aspects of human life on earth that can never be ignored. Society ignores self-realization and self-mastery as its expected. Like Nigeria today, self-realization and self-mastery are not at all taken seriously. They're not at all realized. They're not at all known. So people don't deal with self-realization. They don't deal with self-mastery because these are aspects that can make a people wonderful, a people great. Because self-realization and self-mastery are not about morality. No. Self-realization and self-mastery are not about authority, expertise, specialism. No. Self-realization and self-mastery are not even about theology. They are not also about philosophy. Self-realization and self-mastery are about integrity. They are about truth. They are about authenticity. They are about perfection. They are about genuineness, veracity, verity. Self-realization and self-mastery have to do with the heart, with the human heart, and not with the human mind, and not with the outer brain, outer aspect of the brain. Self-realization, self-mastery are actually what the sages do. The sage is not a theologian and is not a philosopher. The sage is the one who knows and is all knowing. The one who knows can become all knowing. Because knowing and all knowing belong to the heart. The mind does not know about all knowing. The mind does not know about knowing. The mind only knows about reasoning. And the brain knows only about rationality. But knowing and all knowing are what the man, the sage, does. They are about self-realization and self-mastery. So self-mastery and self-realization are essential aspects of the man who has become superhuman. Because the superhuman is not human. The superhuman aspect of life is not human and it's not even meta-human. It is just superhuman. And it deals with the super, the omni, the solar, the aspect of human life on earth that is extraordinary, that is superb, that is unusual, that is uncommon, that is rare, that is supreme. That aspect of human life on earth that brings out the best, that makes a stage, baby life. It makes a stage because the baby life way is the perfect way. The baby's way of doing things is the direct way, is the here and now, is the present and moment, is the immediate and the spontaneous, the ubiquitous way. Because the baby is that being that is perfect, that being that is trusted forever, that is liked forever, that is loved. Because the baby does not have, the baby is just like someone neutral. The baby is not towards the left, it's not towards the right, it's just neutral, just the middle way, just the pathway, it's just the narrow way. So the so the baby and the sage are together because the baby moves and becomes a sage in grown up life, and the sage goes back to babyhood. Always, always baby life, always child life. Baby, the sage is so great like the baby, and the baby is so great like the sage. So the baby is wonderful. The baby is about self-realization and self-mastery. The baby realizes itself. It's about the heart. The baby knows about the heart. The baby is the heart way specified. Just like the stage is that just that the baby does not really express what it knows until it grows out of babyhood, enters into stagehood. And the stage is just a man that is just there. Just a man and woman. They are just great. You can't just describe them. But they are this thing. They love integrity. They love purity. They love simplicity. They love all those things that have to do with the divine, the natural, because the baby and the sage are divine and they are natural. The natural and the divine can never be spiritual. They can never go into the mental. They can never be physical. They can never be material. They are always nature and divinity. Because nature and divinity are invisible to mind and the outer brain. They are invisible. The mind cannot comprehend that which is natural and divine. So the natural and divine is just unity. It's just transcendent. Because when you are in the natural state, when you are in the divine state, you are transcendent. You don't deal with things that other people are bothered about. Like in Nigeria today or the world today, people are so crazy about money. The man who is divine, who is transcendent, who is natural, does not go for money. He doesn't worship money. He doesn't see money as anything great. Even when he makes his own small money, he gives out to others. So people assume that the person is so rich because you are giving out everything. You give everything. You are divine. You are natural and authentic. So that's what I mean by self-realization and self-mastery. So self-realization is about purity. It's about enlightenment. It's about self-knowledge. It's about self-understanding. It's about self-realization that gives you a listen onto self-mastery. Self-mastery is all-knowing, knowing and all-knowing. When you have self-mastery, you are all-knowing. You know everything. You are the sense and perceive. You hear and listen the heart way, the divine way, the natural way. You see and observe. You feel and intuit. You know and reveal. You know and you reveal. You disclose. You unveil. You uncover things that are natural, that are divine. You also practice all knowing and illumination. So this is what I mean by self mastery and self revelation or self realization. Self realization and self mastery or self mastery and self realization. They are about the same. They work together in the heart way, in nature and divinity. Thank you very much.